forgotten to show where all these have been on the map because they're all around Vault 76. But there's a crater one this way. So let's head over there. It's going to be at this, like, little... thing over here. Okay. Ouch. Where's the entrance at? So I want to at least go through the entrance. It's right here. The Coop! All of these have, like, a guaranteed power armor spawn. Hello. A life without Keith. Let's mute up. Raiders don't talk as much as settlers, but still. Life just isn't worth living anymore without Keith. He was the most incredible, talented, brave, smart, funny person to ever live. Someone just killed him. What are we going to do without his guiding wisdom? We're all going to die without him. Wow. Okay. So let's show where this one's at on the map. It's right here. Can you get out of my way? Thank you. Murray G. Bones.
I think it's time to pay those settlers a visit. Can't let them miss me too much.
Those bloody hills are crazy. And people think we're the bad guys.
Yeah, hard to believe, huh? Because you guys aren't really raiders. They shouldn't have called them raiders. What is... They just took the whole wall with the safe in it? Someone named Dicer is on the other wall. Oh, I'm guessing it's so they can practice their lockpicking skills. So here's their power armor.
Someone's gotta pay.
For him. Yeah, just like the free radicals, these guys should not have been called raiders because they're not really raiders. They're kind of raiders. They're like baby's first raiders, you know? There's a terminal here.
Sometimes I wonder if there's more to life than this.
There's Dicer.
Do what you gotta do.
Is Dicer the raider leader of this area? Dicer sounds like a child.
Meg never liked Keith. What does Meg know? Diced for a while. More good to dicer than don't dice.
This place sucks. We're better off up north.
Then go back north. I'm assuming Meg made you guys come down here because, as he stated, she didn't like Keith. But now Keith's dead. So...
Never believe it when someone says it's a quick job. Only quick jobs are when you kill first and ask questions later. That's not meant to.
See what I mean? Not raiders.
Told those scavengers to hand it over. Not my fault they didn't want to listen.
Hey! No sudden movements. I'm watching you.
Alright. Before I talk to you, Dicer, let me go read your...
No bad thoughts.
Oh, Keith Cooper's terminal, actually. Let's mute him up. A better leader. It's been a few years since I've had a terminal. Hell, it's been a few years since I had to write my own entries. My old E601 series took care of that for me. Oh, how I miss the luxuries, and more so, the assistance. This is because the beginning raiders were all rich people. Obviously, go figure. The original Raiders of Appalachia, they were the rich people that were at the ski resort. Before the war, I was Keith Cooper, the wealthy CEO of Granite Wolf Insurance. Every desire I had in life, I made it happen. I realized just how cooperative people could be if given the right motivation. That's exactly where I found myself last year. After the last survivors, I was served. I was with. What? After the last survivors I was with served me no more benefit. Okay. I found a group of nomads run by a friendly leader named Chris. What are these raider names? This is Raider boss Chris. He was a decent guy and led a decent group. Trouble for him was the good times were over. People like him wouldn't last, and I made sure of it. He and I were out on a little hunting excursion when there was a little accident. Let's just say he didn't make it back to camp with me. Lucky for everyone else, I was there to step into old Chris's place as leader. I could be a better leader, in fact. I could help these idiots, and they could repay me the favor. I mean, what else are people for? The end of Terry. So there I was, having a wonderful time with two beautiful ladies when Terry came in and started causing a scene. He was unhappy with his and James's wives, who were in my room relaxing, a few cocktails in hand, and me around their arms. It's not my fault he was born a loser, when I was instead born a winner. He couldn't take the fact that they wanted to be with me. Anyways, he starts shouting, getting angry, causing a scene, when the rest of the peasants came in to see what was going on. So I bluffed them. I said, Terry here has been trying to tear our little family apart. He wants to see everything we've all worked for crumble. He wants to hurt me, the one who wants to help all of you. I couldn't believe my fucking eyes. In moments, they all had Terry by different limbs and were pulling him apart. When his arms popped off, man, I haven't laughed that hard in years. Justice really is sweet. That doesn't sound like that would have actually happened. I guess if they're hopped up on Kim's, they would have the strength to pull his arms off, but normal human beings just ripping this dude's arm off? I'm calling doubt, my dude. A loyal family. After last week's little Terry incident, I confirmed to myself that these idiots will already do damn near anything I say. I'm going to turn back on the audio because oddly enough, the Raiders are not talking. Right when I said that, someone shouted. But I'll give it a go. It's easier than the damn Salem witch trials these days. Someone causes me trouble, boom, shot to bits. Another eats a tasty meal that should have gone to me, smoked alive in the pit. Peasants have been begging to do anything I say. So I put them to work. Men do the labor, and the ladies help me out with my requests. Someone doesn't like it, they're clearly trying to destroy our family. However, Biff was upset with me the other night. A real shame, because he's the most useful to me. Big strong guy who manages to intimidate people before we have to kill them instead. Well, he wasn't too happy with how I've been taking advantage of people. Luckily, all I had to do was remind him how easily I could have everyone turn and kill his family. And he fell back in line. I can destroy his entire world whenever I want to. I will make anyone's life hell if they get in my way. It's just terrible writing. I'm sorry. Garbage day. I was starting to get bored with who was left out of the original group, so I gave a little speech I had been preparing. Essentially, I told everyone that who all was left was clearly the best of the best. We needed to find more members to join our thriving family. They should go out and find new members and bring them to me. They didn't want to be part of the winning team, and they clearly wanted to destroy us. Into the pit they went. Made convincing a lot easier. This all worked surprisingly well. However, real fruit was the resources we were getting. The Crater Raiders. My scouts ran into an interesting group yesterday. They call themselves the Crater Raiders. Apparently, they are doing pretty well for themselves. That means a nice piece of the pie for myself if I can get in. I'll be meeting with a few of their leaders in 3 days to discuss deals. I dabbled a bit in the drug business before the world went to shit, so I have a few things I can bring to the table. Shouldn't be long until I'm the one calling the shots. And then that is technically a different entry, but on the same entry. This bitch Meg, or this Meg bitch, is going to be the biggest obstacle for me, though. From what I hear, oh no, so never mind, he hasn't met her yet. From what I hear, she doesn't seem like the type to take orders from others. I'm sure I can find ways to make her budge. After all, I'm always right. Merging with the group. Things are not running as smoothly as I had originally hoped. Many people have made the right decision to respect me due to my charming personality and good looks, but others seem to be suspicious of my intentions. My group of idiots have shuffled into the Crater Raiders well, but I, however, haven't been given the leadership role I deserve. I should be able to convince people the other leaders are not worthy. It might take some time. These idiots should soon see that Meg is too useless and weak to be in charge. It should be me. They're either with me or against me, and you're dead now. So that's the extent of Keith. He probably got all stupid around one of the other Raider factions, and they were just like, Meg's not
Dice
here.
are because I like to dice things, not because I like to gamble.
Okay.
You, yeah, you. What do you want?
Honestly, to slap you across the face. What happened here?
I love
A
getting stuff
tragedy.
for free.
We used to have Keith to lead us. He was a smart man. He always told me what to do. Well, I guess someone didn't like that. They didn't like what Keith had, so they killed him. We retaliated. A lot of people died, but in the confusion, I'm not really sure if we got the bastard or not. Anyway, we don't have Keith anymore, and I don't know what to do. It's a mess.
Tell me more about the Raiders.
The Raiders? Oh, you mean us? Okay. What do you want to know?
You know I'm a Raider too, right?
You are? I mean, yeah, totally. No, you have the Raider, the whole look and everything.
Who are the Raiders?
We're true Appalachians. We came to take back our home from all the other loonies who moved in.
I think it's
No
time
offense.
to pay those
We
settlers
come in all
a
shapes and
visit.
sizes, but
Can't
Meg
let
is
them
the
miss me too
big
much.
fish, if you know what I mean. She's the leader up in the crater. It's the biggest camp we have.
Do the Raiders have a home base?
Every raider thinks of their own camp as their home, but we have a big meeting spot up north called the Crater. You could call it our HQ. That's where most of us live when we aren't out, raiding.
Aren't Raiders supposed to be bloodthirsty killers exactly?
Oh, pretty much all of us are killers. Who isn't these days? Am I right? Aren't you a killer? We aren't as bad as the Blood Eagles, though. They're raiders who were so bad, even we wanted nothing to do with them.
Alright, what do you do in this part of Appalachia?
Keith led us here. Oh. Poor Keith. He never really said why. I think it was to get away from Meg. Meg didn't approve much of Keith. Can't see why. Keith was a genius.
He was so smart. Why is he dead? Let's talk about something else.
Not interested in us, huh? Alright then.
I want to get your thoughts on the other groups in Appalachia.
I hate those guys. I think.
How do the Raiders feel about the other groups? Again, these are going to be the same thing.
We've got a bit of a feud going with the settlers. They came in here saying they were gonna rebuild Appalachia, but we had first dibs. I think the Brotherhood of Steel is even worse. They're like settlers, but Fishes. That's what Keith called them anyway. Blue Ridge is just kind of frustrating. Normally we raid caravans, that's our MO, but they're a tough target, so we mostly settle for trading with them.
What do you think about the other groups?
I don't think much about them. Unless they're the ones who killed Keith. Then I want to dice them up with a big fat knife.
You don't seem to have a knife. Let's change topics.
Oh, sure.
Want to know more about you?
Wait, about me? Okay, I guess.
You really like that Keith guy, huh?
Liked? Liked is an understatement. He was our leader, our warlord, our god. He knew everything. I didn't have to think at all while Keith was around.
Gotta love getting stuff for free.
You seem young.
Good thing
Have you
those
been
settlers
a raider
didn't
long?
turn that yet.
All my life. It's usually how it goes with raiders. Most settlers don't wake up one day and wish they were free. They're mind slaves. I learned that from Keith.
Do you like living out here in the woods?
It's nice, I guess. It was nicer with Keith around. The crater is great, but it's a lot less green. And it smells like rotten eggs. Our camp smells like corpses, so just like anywhere else in Appalachia.
Why do they call you Dicer?
Oh, I dice things. A lot. It's kind of my thing. I've diced everything under the sun. Onions, tomatoes, Brahmin hearts, human torsos. Don't give me that look. What'd you expect?
All right, want to talk about something else?
Oh, alright, yeah, I guess I'm not that interested.
That's it.
Sure. I'll find something else to do.
And that's it for the Coop. As I said, it's right here.